right, so another episode of upgrading the profile and making it better today is going to be a good one because Harvey is blessing us with some dope parts. We are at Hive, formerly known as Crown Carbon Crafting. They do a ton of 350Z, 370 stuff, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. We generally focus on the drift community.
Yeah.
So whatever car is popular out there, that's what we're going to produce parts for.
Yeah, because if you visit crowncarbon.com, there's a bunch of different chassis, right?
Yeah.
They're getting involved into the BMW space, and so I reached out to Harvey. We were kind of talking a little bit. I was telling him I want to make this thing lighter, faster, so we're going to do some performance upgrades, some suspension stuff we're going to change as well. But making it lighter, there was only really one thing left on the car that was metal. The hood is fiberglass, the front bumper is plastic, fenders are all cut out fiberglass, whole rear end and the roof. The only thing left that was metal was the doors. So Harvey was like, well, guess what, fool?
I got you.
I got you. Harvey made carbon fiber doors for this car, which are probably, how much lighter do you think these are? Like from the stock doors?
From the stock door, well, your doors is gutted. You cut your exoskeleton off and part of your support beam. So it's a lot lighter than it would an OEM door. You probably shed around, I don't know, maybe 20 pounds off of it by doing what you did.
On each one? Oh yeah, that. Okay,
yeah.
So that door, metal, sitting there gutted, is probably 20 pounds off.
Yeah, lighter than the OEM door, and it's still about 45, 50 pounds.
I was thinking there's at least 100 pounds wrapped between these OEM doors. There's still all of the metal support in them. These aren't light. They're fairly heavy. And I had fiberglass doors before that I was gonna put on here. And when you go to close them, you'd grab the handle side and close it, and it would just like flop and wobble.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stand it. I was like, no, I'll just do metal ones. But I'm trying to get, like I said, a lot more serious about competition and weight wise, and cut out a bunch of excess weight. So
yeah. So
what do you think these weigh? Are you weighed them? Or have you not weighed them?
I haven't weighed these. Our 350 doors weigh about a little under 15 pounds. It could be 13 and a half to 15 pounds.
Because it's not perfect, right? There's resin differences.
Resin, stuff like that, weight,
right.
Supports and stuff like that.
But 13 to 15 pounds.
Yeah,
that's a solid lunch.
Yeah, this is pretty light. I can hold this all day.
Can I hold this?
Yeah, you can hold this.
Oh my God, like substantially different. Yeah, that's way lighter than OEM. And they don't feel very flimsy either.
I think the doors that you're talking about you had before, maybe you didn't have the inner exoskeleton. That's kind of what creates all the support. So if you cut that off, then you have no support and it's just a bare piece of skin.
It's gonna naturally be flimsy.
So what we're gonna do with yours, and you got the door bar, we're gonna leave most of the inner exoskeleton. That way you still have that rigidity, and then just cut what we need off and leave what we need on.
Yeah, maybe like a cut around this
just
inner edge or something, or maybe just the center piece.
Down the center a little bit. Yeah, that way we just fit the door bar in there.
Yeah, it'll close all nice and clean. We're gonna jump into it and we'll kind of walk you guys through the install process. They also did the moldings, which are bolted on. BMW takes some notes. That's way better than the plastic clips. The plastic clip ones fall off all the time.
Are those 3M taped on or something, double-sided taped on?
No, they still have those like plastic BMW like nipple things in there. They're terrible.
Yeah, you get door bang and flay off.
Yeah, constantly. So the bolted on, molded and stuff's gonna be way better. But this is nice because a lot of Beamer guys will change their trim to different things. Or I know on the 36 you can swap out the trim for the M3 one or the IS one, so making them around an IS is smarter, so that's dope. The OEM doors, I'll show you what I did to the stock doors, which works, so you don't have to go get carbon fiber doors, but these are still substantially heavier than the carbon fiber doors. The inner exoskeleton is completely gutted on it. We left some of this other stuff in here, which I think is where all the weight's coming from, because this is thin sheet metal, but this area gets a little bit tougher. So I liked it because you can close it, and it's like a traditional door. It wasn't super flimsy or floppy like the fiberglass ones that I did have. I did this, it did make it lighter. It was better because of my roll cage. You can see how much of it sits in the door, which makes a very large cockpit area. But again, with trying to make everything lighter, this was the last big piece that was heavy. I don't know what else we can do to make it lighter. I'm sure we can do a plexiglass windshield, and I know windshields are not the lightest things in the world, and I really don't know what else to do. But in the meantime, we'll just do the doors. So you wanna try to weigh them? Let's get a difference in the weight. All right, with all the performance talk and the lightweight talk, let's throw these things on the scale and see where they're at. We're gonna have to balance it the best we can.
Is it zeroed out right now?
It's zeroed, so just a little bit of a balance. We're at like 32 pounds, and that's completely gutted. 32 pounds on the stock ones. The only difference it's gonna be is that we have to move the latch stuff over, which probably under a pound on that stuff. With a balance of a finger, coming in at 10.6. So almost 20 pounds, a little over a 20-pound difference, which is insane for a piece that big to be only 10 pounds. 10 pounds, bro. Hey, congratulations. Those are sick. So now we had to dress it all up. 28-pound mark for the factory door, metal cutout, and then 10 pounds on that thing. Again, every pound is gonna count when we're trying to reduce stuff. So again, we gotta work on this thing too.
Gym time, dude.
Yeah, dude. All right, let's throw them on the car. Yeah, look at that. Holy. That looks so good. What do you think?
I think it looks.
Here's the next issue that we run into. That internal, the exoskeleton that's in here is touching the bar now, so we're gonna mark it and cut it all up.
Yeah.
All right.
Just cut that off for now, and then
See
if
some-
we need to cut some more, we'll cut some more.
We'll cut some more. Cool. Yeah, it's easier to take material off than add it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there she starts to go. Not bad, dude. Look at that. Much better, much lighter. 30 pounds to 10 pounds. We still, again, got through the guts in there, but dude, that looks clean. Body lines are all straight, too. Door gap, I mean, the gap on the doors, that's my fender issue. That's not the door issue. Look at it on camera. Look how fancy it looks. Yeah. Looks way sicker. I told my mom to go watch Inglourious Basterds. I told her it's a really good movie about, it's a love story about this lady who owns the theater and this black guy who hangs out with her. You should go watch it.
Did you go watch it?
No.
Oh.
Not yet. I hope she does though, because it's a good movie.
You know what?
Is it the head of that bolt hitting its backside?
Yeah. So, we should be good as soon as we drill that hole out.
The back, yeah.
Yeah. Work?
Yeah.
You gotta slam it.
You know what? Pretty solid for being a carbon fiber door, dude. Carbon fiber, would you, hey, take it easy. Would you say that carbon fiber is stiffer than fiberglass?
Stiffer?
Yeah.
No, they're basically the same thing. I think the only thing with carbon fiber that looks nicer, and ours is vacuum infused, so it's lighter.
That's why it's 10 pounds.
Yeah. So if it was fiberglass, it'd probably be like 2-3 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
Just because we can't really regulate the amount of resin that goes onto it. As opposed to vacuum infusing, it only uses what it needs.
It turns around.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, Shakira.
Shakira.
Are you good?
Yeah.
You got it?
Got it.
Is it on?
Yep.
Okay. So there it is. We have the all new Hyper Hive carbon fiber doors on it. Harvey. Que onda pedida for sure. Chinga Yolanda.
A resident of San Antonio.
Sick upgrade. The car visually looks better. It's physically lighter as well. Again, it's not like, oh my God, we just took off 1,000 pounds, but we definitely lost what? We lost
40 pounds.
At least 40
At
pounds.
least 40 pounds, yeah.
Which is hard to find in a car when you're cutting things out, but doors is an easy spot to find them. So we'll keep progressing with the build. This is just one of the newest parts on the car. We're gonna keep moving forward. As always, thank you for watching. Hold fast, boys.